It was midnight in Chicago, in the tender magic of May, and the night air carried a fragrance beyond measure. It was a sensory tapestry woven from newly burst blossoms, wet leaves, and above all the divine aroma of sun-ripened oranges. The scent of oranges did not merely drift on the breeze, it existed as an invisible, enchanting realm of its own, a phantom citrus universe hovering softly above the sleeping city. High upon the bank of the winding river stood an ancient, majestic oak tree. For 1,000 long years this grand sentinel had kept its vigil. It possessed an extraordinary quiet magic. The oak tree harboured a secret, deep love for oranges. Whenever its ancient mind turned its thoughts toward the sweet golden fruit, the air for miles around was instantly bathed in that intoxicating, radiant perfume. Glad of heart, the great tree stood as it always had, wrapped in the warmth of a glorious summer evening. Looking up, it gazed in silent adoration at the breathtaking night sky. The very same tapestry of burning stars it had watched for 1,000 years, a cosmic wonder of which it felt deeply, inextricably a part. Standing beneath that vast canopy, you could almost feel the magic in the stillness of the warm air. Ah, what pure celestial joy it was! The tree whispered to the cosmos that it would happily remain there, guarding the river for another 1,000 years. Then the machines arrived. With them came a swarm of men clad in high-visibility orange vests, moving like cold shadows under the morning sun, pointing their fingers hist and there. A sudden, bitter chill settled into the air as the iron engines roared to life. When the men finally vanished, the ancient oak was left quiet and bare, its proud, sky-reaching canopy set aside, gently stripped of its majestic height. The men had claimed it was simply too old. They spoke with grave voices of the violent winds that swept in from the lake, fearing that when the sky darkened and the great gales howled through the valley, the tree's ancient bones would surrender and fall to the earth. They insisted that its removal was necessary, and that it would make room for new life to flourish along the riverbank. But their words were hollow, a falsehood carved in iron. I was strong, the tree echoed in the quiet chamber of its heart. My grand crown was an empire of life, giving shelter, breath, and sanctuary to everything around me. Though its high branches were gone, its ancient soul remained. Its deep, powerful roots still anchored it to the sacred earth, holding firm against the passage of time. Yet, a heavy sadness hung in the quiet dark. I can no longer see the starlight, the tree mourned, looking up into an empty sky it could no longer touch. I can only hear the gentle, ceaseless rippling of the river by my side, and I remember. Yes, I remember. Faint memories flickered through the dark like dying embers. Sometimes in the quiet depths of its mind, the oak caught a sudden flash of bright, vibrant orange. Yet the reason for the colour remained frustratingly just out of reach, buried under the sorrow of its loss. The men in orange had declared that soon, deprived of its leaves and sunlight, the tree's deep roots would wither away into dust. But deep beneath the soil, where the river whispered ancient secrets to the earth, the heart of the golden scent refused to die.